that aspect along with the fact that people, might attribute meaning to things that other people find completely meaningless to then further their belief system that life is meaningless. Um, but see,
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I would just say I think this is a good example. Like it's true that people can attribute their own meaning to things. And it's true that in a vacuum of greater meaning, like someone who is sort of despairing of greater meaning can find some level of fulfillment in lesser things and can chase that. And that can appear and feel like self-generated meaning. And so those are sort of the same way that the previous arguments we were talking about, like, yes, there's fallibility, but that can only take you so far in encouraging skepticism. It can't get you all the way to affirming complete meaninglessness. Same way, those are sort of the building blocks of relativism. And it's true that things are relative in a certain manner. Um, how far do I want to go with that? You, you can even make sort of the case that biblically God promises full relative equity as his justice. Like he weighs people's hearts, he knows exactly how they handled each thought that came their way, and he's gonna he knows, how many times that they really heard a true warning, and when they just, even though no one else noticed, they decided to ignore it, whatever it is. Like he, since he knows everything, including all their thoughts, and says God weighs their hearts, there is this relativity of like each individual will face the exact appropriate judgment that is coming their way. So you can even say relativism is a reality and a good thing in that sense. Um, but you can't take those and go all the way to therefore everything is relative and we create our own meaning. Because as we were talking about earlier in the book, meaning is foundational, meaning is infinite, and the infinite and meaning are uh, not, uh, at least there's nothing we've discussed, and I don't think there's a good argument for saying that they are necessarily um, dependent on our existence. Like meaning is still going to be there. It's still the case, like that person dedicating their life to eating ice cream is fulfilling a less than universal purpose and is
Yeah.
technically mistreating their body.
Right.
So while they can, uh, from time to time, experience the some of the first steps that might lead someone to take a leap and say, "Oh, therefore everything's relative, and I determine my own meaning," you actually never have the ability to get all the way to that end. And the person will get diabetes or their body will shut down in another way. They'll get that negative feedback of like, hey, you're acting in a purposeful way, you're following your purpose, but that's actually an abuse of purpose, technically, because there is a superordinate purpose.
That's exactly it. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly. It's like you're fulfilling, it's like that you're fulfilling the instant gratification, of that perceived purpose, but there's, you know, other aspects of you that knows that you're not in line, and
Yes.
show
Yes.
you via, oh, now you got diabetes. Now you need a wheelbarrow to move your gut around in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see that. That's exactly it.